if you don't change, you die, right? That's what they say. So, we're in that mode, but you can't worry about all of those things. You have to take care of your group, your team, what you're doing here. And if you really focus on the process, then you're going to get the results. If you're worried about the results, there's a whole thing in between that you miss. And we've been really focused on the process. I'm excited about all of our teams. Obviously, not excited about that first half. A lot of mistakes, but we got a lot of season left. And I know our guys will be focused here in the second half.
All right, VP of Athletics for West Texas A&M, Doug Lipinski, thanks so much for joining us. And, hey, we're looking forward to a much better second half, but also looking forward to a great 2026 season.
Yeah, so am I.
All right.
Go Buffs.
All right, we'll take a timeout, come back, and we'll have more here on the halftime show, the Buffs and the Western Colorado Mountaineers.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Original, never compromise. Nobody can mess with my copyright. Make it look easy, you don't have to try that. Go and get it. Go and get it.
Welcome back to Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium, where West Texas A&M is on the short end of a 24-0 score to 11th-ranked Western Colorado in the season opener. Taking a look at our first half stats, obviously Western Colorado on top 24-0, but first downs were even as both teams had 7 apiece. The Mountaineers rushed 25 times for 42 yards, completed 6 of 7 passes for 126 yards, with the biggest one being a 50-yard touchdown strike to Ramon Ruiz. 32 offensive snaps for 168 yards. West Texas A&M had 18 rushes for 43 yards. Passing, Knox Porter 9 of 14 for 103 yards. The Buffs 32 snaps, same as Western Colorado, 146 yards, only 22 less than Western Colorado. But where the Buffs ran into trouble was inside the red zone, where twice they were unable to punch the ball in from inside the 2-yard line, and most recently in their final drive of the half, which was the final drive for either team in the half, they were unable to connect on a short field goal as well. The Buffs fumbled the ball one time. Neither team has thrown an interception. James Ingham has punted the ball 3 times for 47 yards. Dylan Burns has punted the ball twice for Western Colorado for 45 yards. Buffs have lost 2 fumbles. They fumbled it twice. They've lost them both. Western Colorado's fumbled once, but they recovered. 3 penalties for 17 yards for the Buffaloes, 3 penalties for 20 yards for Western Colorado. We mentioned time of possession before the game, that last year, due to the nature of the offense, that the Buffs were always on the short end of the clock. Well, they are for varying reasons tonight, mainly turnovers. Western Colorado, 17 minutes and 50 seconds. The Buffs, 12 minutes and 1 second. The Buffs are 3 of 8 on third down conversions, 0 of 1 on fourth down conversions, and 0 of 2 in the red zone. Western Colorado, 2 of 6 on third down conversions, 1 of 1 on fourth down conversions, and they are a perfect 3 of 3 on red zone conversions.
Here we go.
And we're looking down in the end zone, and Bryce Sheets has Western Colorado head coach Jazz Bain. Bryce, take it away.
All right, Kent. Thanks very much. Jazz Bain joins us. And so, Coach, talk about that first half and really what it seemed when you had the flea flicker that kind of got both sides of the ball going for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's, guys are just playing, and I think both teams are making mistakes in those things the first game, so a lot of things to clean up on our side of the ball, and a lot of things we felt like we could have done better. A little lack of communication in that first half, and want to see those things get cleaned up here in the second half.
Where do you think your team, I know it's the first game and everything else, but have you been pleased with how they've progressed, especially in the last couple of weeks leading into this game?
Yeah, so far so good, I guess. I mean, we got a lot of things that, we want to get better at, and, there was a lot of, like I said, miscommunication here in the first half, and we want to play a clean football game here in the second half and continue to get better. I mean, it's a long season, and we got a lot of work to still do in the second half, and you don't know what's going to happen, so you got to be ready to go.
All right, Jen, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's head coach Jazz Bain, I would say one of the hottest coaches that there is probably in the country in D2, just the way he has made this program go. Back upstairs to you guys.
All right, thanks, and good interview. Obviously, Coach Bain's a true coach, not happy leading 24-0, but I think that's
what's he not happy about?
But that's the message he's got to send his team. Don't be complacent right now, because these things can turn around quickly. Quickly, a look at other games in the Lone Star Conference. Obviously here, Western Colorado leaves West Texas A&M 24-0 at the half. Eastern New Mexico and New Mexico Highlands tied. 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Well, Highlands just took the lead, 21-14 over the Greyhounds, that game being played up in Las Vegas. Fort Hays State, Angelo State, scoreless, 1:26 to play first half. Western New Mexico is at Adams State, but we don't have any stats showing on them. And looking ahead to next week's opponent, the fire into the frying pan, you can say. We go from playing the 11th ranked team to the 8th ranked team in the American Football Coaches Association. Grand Valley State, the Lakers, leading Charleston in South Carolina, 31-10, 5 minutes to play in that ball game. And here our score, 24-0. Western Colorado on top as we prepare to start the second half of play. And Lucas, I mean, we talked about what happened in the first half.
Yeah.
But what, if you're Josh Lynn, what do you do to get things ready and get your team righted to where you're ready to play football in the second half?
Yeah, to me, Kent, there's two things. One, offensively, it starts up front. The offensive line, they must be better. We have not been able to run the football consistently at all much. Other than Knox Porter, when the play breaks down and he's making plays with his legs.
But you like to see something other than your quarterback being a running guy.
Correct. And then the other thing is protecting him. I think there's been too many pressures, too many quick pressures against him, forcing him to either take off running or throw when he's not ready to. So you have to be better there. Defensively, it's breakdowns. Early on, Kent, the defense looked great. I mean, we were really shutting down Western Colorado, but it's been breakdowns. It's been missed assignments in the secondary. I think being a little too anxious, wanting to come up and make a big tackle. All of a sudden, someone's getting behind me. A receiver is for a big play. So you got to short up. And it's going to start with the defense first, because we just don't get any positive news yet, because it's going to be Western Colorado that gets the football to start the second half. So you got to get a stand defensively first.
If you look at the stats, it's even. Both, so you can't say, well, the Buffs can't move the football. They're not doing anything.
No,
they
two
are.
turnovers.
The problem is 2 turnovers and 0 for 3, not just in the red zone, but inside the 4-yard line.
Yes.
That makes a huge difference right there. That is called completing. Buffs will kick it away. Drew Cox to tee up the football. Back deep for Western Colorado is Nate Scharnhurst. Nope, that's not Nate. That's going to be DJ Allen. And on the near side, we've got Jalen Clark. Cox puts his foot into the ball. It's a long kick. It's going to go into the end zone and out of the end zone. That was one thing we were going to say. We're going to miss Preston Gregg and his boots, but Drew Cox came through when they needed right there. So 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. 15 minutes on the clock as we start the third quarter of play. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, Western Colorado has had, Kent, 7 different players run the football, including the 2 quarterbacks. And then Roy, 5 of 6 passing, 124 yards and a touchdown, no interceptions. That's really good for his start here to open 2026.
And Roy has Neville in the backfield. The handoff goes to Neville, gets across the 25 out to the 30-yard line. Gain of 5 on 1st down. Damian Neville, 5'11" sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. Returning from last year where he was not the lead back, but he is certainly the lead back tonight. 2nd and 5.
Got to see this Buff defensive line get a surge, not allow for those. I mean, that's a big, 5 yards on first down.
Roy flares it out right side to Neville. He is hit immediately.
Yeah, Lucas Jarnigan was all over that play, and the Buffs, good for WT defensively to finally have a play where it looks like a little bit of trickery. You're going to come back. No, it's a screen, but it did not work.
Jarnigan sniffed that one out from the get-go. Now, 3rd down. Can the Buff defense get off the field?
They bring Jamek Armstrong on the field, along with.
I think they've only got 10 men on the field, the Buffaloes.
Nope,
they got 11. Yeah, they're here now. Roy takes the pass, looking left, throwing deep, has a man open. He's got him at midfield. Wide open, DJ Allen is going to take it to the house.
That's going to go 76 yards for a touchdown, and it was not even close. You just said run as fast as you can, and unfortunately, Allen did. He went right by Cam Manahan.
Yeah. Cam was in a different pattern on that one. So the Mountaineers.
Coverage, and that was just exploited.
Absolutely, Bryce. Western Colorado picks up right where they left off in the 2nd quarter. On for the PAT, JT Miller out of the hold of Nolan McCullough. Matthew Cox with the snap. Snap's good, holds down, the kick's up, and it's true. 13:38 to play, 3rd quarter. It's Western Colorado 31, West Texas A&M 0. We'll be back after this. You're watching Buffaloes football on the WT Sports Network.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Trace Clarkson and Joseph White back deep to receive for the Buffaloes. As the kick off the foot of JT Miller sails over Joseph White's head out of the back of the end zone. Yeah, West Texas A&M takes over 1st and 10 on their own 25.
Kent, this is one of those where you have before the first game, before the first day of school, before your first day at work, whatever you want to call, that you have a nightmare. And it's just everything's going wrong. You can't get anything to go the way you want it to go. But unfortunately for the Buffs, they are not dreaming. Western Colorado on the road right now leads 31-0. And this was a game last year in Gunnison that, again, was very competitive.
28-28 with 5 minutes to play in the 3rd.
Yes.
Porter hands off to Kaysen, tries the left side, nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, and he fought hard to get back to that line of scrimmage. Just no push on that offensive line right now.
They haven't. And we talked about a lot of the new faces, but this is a Buff offensive line that they lost. Canyon Ives at left tackle, Easton Fulton from last year at left guard, and Andres Barraza, a starter on the right side.
Porter throws out left side. That pass is going to be complete. That's going to be J.B. Mitchell out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down.
Yes.
They're going to move the sticks.
Some positive.
First down for the Buffaloes. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Kaysen in the backfield with Porter. Knox drops back over the middle, complete to Clarkson at midfield to the 48-yard line.
He has been a favorite target. That's Trace's 7th catch, and now he's over 100 yards receiving. So he's doing a good job getting underneath the zone coverage.
Buffs doing tempo offense. Up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the Western Colorado 49. Porter hands off to Kaysen, nowhere to go. He's trying to reverse his field. Now he gets to midfield to the 45 to the 40. Gets a little open ground across the 35 to the 32-yard line, and Ciante Kaysen found something out of nothing.
Single-handedly made that play there because there were two defensive linemen for Western Colorado that beat their man and were in his face. What should have been a loss on the play turned into a first down.
Porter rolls right. Now looks over the middle, throws deep, going deep, got a man, can't hold on to it. Got to catch that football.
Yeah.
J.B. Mitchell had it in the end zone and couldn't hold on.
He's frustrated as he's coming off. He knows, even though the defensive back is coming in and trying to punch the ball out, this is one you got to have these strong hands and just bring it in.
Did it go off his shoulder pads, his knee? Might have gone off his shoulder pad, and I tell you what, the defensive back may have gotten a hand in there, but still, you got to come up with that football. 2nd and 10 for the Buffs from the Western Colorado 33. Porter over the middle, complete to the 25, close to a first down, not going to be quite enough yards. That's Rowan Fluellen, the flanker, on the crossing route.
Yep, good drive going here by the Buffaloes.
3rd and 2 for the Buffs.
And I like the sense of urgency. I mean, they are getting up and running plays
Here's
fast.
Torrey Simmons, hit at the line, dropped. He's not going to have enough. He's going to be about half a yard short. Big 4th down situation for West Texas.
That's a tough ask for Torrey to, straight dive, 170 pounds.
He's not your tackle-to-tackle running back.
No. Buffs bring the heavy package in now with the extra blockers, and the quarterback comes off the field.
Nathan Greek, who is technically a quarterback, lined up at the tight end position on the left side. Ciante Kaysen in the Wildcat in the backfield, but he's got 2 backs with him. 4th and 1, we've got movement.
They were trying to get Western Colorado to jump, but instead the Buffs jumped themselves on the right side. Number 60 had movement there.
False start. Offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Key to the game, number 2, play fundamentally strong, no drive-killing penalties. So Knox Porter comes back out. The Buffs faced with 4th and 6 from the Western Colorado 29. They'll go for it. Torrey Simmons in the backfield along with Knox Porter.
See if Trace Clarkson can get open here, but look at all the defensive backs. This is a 3-2 front here.
Twin receivers left and right. Western looks like they're coming. Porter drops back. They are coming. He flushes out.
That's a hold.
Got a hold in the backfield. The pass is incomplete. And I would think Western Colorado would decline the penalty and take the football.
See, and that can't happen. You got all those defensive backs back because they know the Buffs are going to throw the ball, and Knox Porter still doesn't have time.
Holding. Offense, number 52. Penalties decline. Result of the plays are turnover on downs. 1st down, Western Colorado.
And our referee, Eric Stern, summed it up best. Turnover on downs. So the Buffs, again, on 4th down, cannot convert a first down. The defense heads back out on the field. They did the job. Well, they didn't do the job. Western Colorado scored 7 on their first drive of the half. And Nolan McCullough comes out at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Sherboth in motion. McCullough's going to keep it across the 30. Oh, he's got a lot of yardage. He may go at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Nola McCullough.
Yeah, and it was blocked perfectly. You got the kick out block on the outside. The corner was in coverage with the receiver, so they had no idea where McCullough was. And this is right now with still 10:25 to play in the 3rd quarter. Kent, I hate to say it, this is an old-fashioned tail whipping.
Yeah, it is. This was a designed run from the start.
The key block right there by 29.
Yeah, and there was nobody in the middle.
It was Isaiah Jones with the lead block. Give him a sticker. I don't know if they put stickers on the helmets or not, but that one deserved a nice assist there.
The question is, where were the safeties? On for the PAT, JT Miller. He's getting a workout tonight. His kick is good. 10:25 to play. Third quarter, Western Colorado extends their lead. 38-0. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching Buffaloes football on the WT Sports Network.
Back here at Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium, and if you're a West Texas A&M fan, you would like a mulligan. It is 38-0, 10:25 to play, still in the third quarter. Bryce, we did not obviously expect this. Western Colorado, goodness, they have come to the Lone Star State, and it made it a very good night so far for them.
Well, they really have, and give them credit for that. As again, you could just talking to their coaching staff from the standpoint, they were very confident coming in, not because of what they expected to face against the Buffaloes, but because they were happy with what they had in camp. So too are the Buffaloes, and right now the defense is gathered around Justin Ricker as he is trying to draw up some different changes defensively to hopefully be able to adapt to what the Western Colorado offense is doing. And right now, you also got to, try to get your offense pumped up, and that's been the big, disappointment, I guess, is so far at this. You just watch the guys walking out, the two receivers getting set for this kickoff. They're kind of hands are down. They're not, their shoulders aren't back. They're not confident. They're not ready yet to go. And so again, you can see that they've got to do something in order to get some confidence going for this Buffalo team.
Well, and Kent, you mentioned it before we started with all the new faces. You got to have leaders, and who are your leaders? And you find out very quickly when you get in a fire. And the Buffs obviously facing a lot of adversity right now, but this is only the first game of the season. There's a lot of football to be played. So right now, I'd like to see some players step up, show some passion and some fire, and say, hey, we're going to put some points on the board. We're going to get some stops defensively and stop looking so silly. We're better than this, guys.
Make some plays.
Yes.
Make some plays.
And keep in mind, guys, they went up to Ellensburg last year and really got throttled in that contest. And that seemed to be the light switch. That turned things around for the rest of the season.
That's true. Boy, that was a not fun game as well.
Thanks for bringing that up, Bryce.
Yeah.
That helps me right now.
All right, here we go. Knox Porter at quarterback. You got Kaysen in the backfield, rolls right, throws it to Kaysen at the 25 to the 30. First down as Kaysen dives out to the 36. You wanted to see a little bit of speed and enthusiasm. Keontae Kaysen shows it there.
Yeah, you haven't been able to run the football effectively much tonight, but find other ways to get number 0 the ball.
A short pass is the same as a run. We learned that last year. Porter under duress, rolls right, throws it across the middle, complete. Another first down for WT. This one complete to Mitchell out at the WT 48.
And again, Kent, that's a very hard throw that Knox just completed there. He's rolling to his right, has to throw across his body. Good strong catch by Mitchell. Buffs offense at times has looked really good. They just have not been able to finish.
Not finish. Porter going to keep it across the 50, slides down at the 47, 48-yard line. I was going to give him the 46.
It's this slide thing. It takes it back.
Buffs trailing
38-0,
9:20 to play in the third, trying to make something happen. The officials giving Western Colorado the opportunity to substitute, but they're not substituting. Porter back, looking. Now he's flushed out. Rolls right, going to keep it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and knocked out of bounds. And again, that offensive line just not giving Knox Porter the time that he needs.
Yeah, you'd like your quarterback to be able to stand in the pocket, survey the field without having to move side to side, and he's having to just, drift too early. It was good coverage down the field as well defensively.
Give credit to the coverage, but when the pocket collapses,
yes,
it makes it tough on a quarterback. 3rd and 6 for the Buffaloes. Need a conversion.
A lot of blitzes tonight as well from the linebackers. They do it again. Both linebackers come.
Porter throws out right side. Pass is complete. It was actually thrown behind the receiver.
Isaiah Orlandi.
Isaiah Orlandi, who dove for the
catch.
ball, lost a yard back to the 44-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and 2 for the Buffs from the Western Colorado 44. 4th down conversion. Porter looks right, looks over the middle, throws it complete. 1st down, Buffaloes.
I like getting Orlandi the ball. Saw him in the fall camp. He is one of the quickest receivers that they have, and so if you get him in space, he can do some good things.
Orlando, a redshirt freshman out of Frisco Rock Hill High School.
Timeout on the field. Injury to the defense.
And we've got an injury timeout on the field, so we'll take a 60-second timeout. 8:07 to play 3rd. Mountaineers 38, Buffalo 0. You're watching WT Football on the WT Sports Network. Back live at Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium. Bryce, 4th and 4, it's yours. Actually, 1st and 10, take it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, one of the cool things that has occurred this year is the quarterbacks get that in-head, in-ear communication, and so that's something new for the Buffs this year.
Porter flushed out again, rolls right, passes complete, caught, he got his foot down. Who is that? It's going to be J.B. Mitchell.
Yeah, good acrobatic play by Mitchell.
I tell you, Mitchell right in front of me, and the defensive back came in flying. I am impressed that he got his toe down just in time.
That was a nice catch. 1st and 10 for the Buffs from the Mountaineer 28-yard line. Clock running at 7:34 in the 3rd. Buffs have moved the football. They just haven't been able to complete. Here's a reverse and a flea flicker. Porter, man wide open, touchdown Buffaloes. Cade Figg off the flea flicker.
There's the play that they were waiting for and hoping they could get. And the Buffs say, hey, Western Colorado, you did it early in the game. Let's try it. And Cade Figg, the tight end, is able to haul that one in. Knox Porter with the touchdown toss.
Figg was anticipated to be a contributor this year, but spent much of fall camp injured. Came off the injury list about a week ago, slots in at the number 2 slot behind Brennan Ray at tight end, and showed what he could do on that when the sophomore from Clovis, New Mexico, went to Texaco High. Here's Drew Cox on for the PAT out of the hold of James Ingham. Snaps low, kick is up, looks good, it is good. 7:22 to play, 3rd quarter. Buffaloes are on the board, trailing 38-7. This is like 6-man right here. How many guys touched the football?
That's right.
But a wide open Cade Figg for the touchdown. Everyone's happy. Buffs are on the board. You're watching Buffalo football on the WT Sports Network.
When I got out of bed to take a step, I collapsed, and it turned into osteomyelitis. My leg was amputated. It was within 2 days of being dead. I can say Northwest saved my life. Because in April, I was dead, for the most part. And we worked together hand in hand for 2 years, to where now I can walk again. And I just want to say thank you, Northwest, because that's my ultimate goal, to live and not ever give up.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Back here at Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium, Buffs score the first touchdown of the season. They trail 38-7.
Alan Anaya on for the kickoff. It's a short kick, comes down at the 10. Out to the 25, spun around and brought down.
There's some good pursuit
on
there
that
on
return
the kickoff
was
coverage.
Lamonte James. And Anaya getting really his first taste of action. Transferred here last year from Bowling Green, but had a leg injury for most of the season and never got a chance to contribute.
Hey, that's street cred when the kicker is wearing 96. I like it. Right, and now, Kent, the offense, you get your touchdown, the crowd gets ignited a little bit, but this defense has got to play better. They got into this lull of, just being confused and poor tackling and making mistakes. Need to look more like we did in the first couple of series of the game.
McCullough stays at quarterback. Handoff is going to go to James, tries the right side, gets about 3 yards where he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Mountaineers. Other sports today. Football's not the only game in town. Boonton Buffs soccer team, men's soccer, defeated Adams State 4-0 in their opener. The women lost their opener, but it was a tough one. Lost late in the game to Western Colorado 2-1. Here's McCullough, keeps it himself, hit in the backfield and dropped.
Johnny Taylor III comes through and is determined to make that play. Good job there, a loss on the play, so it'll be 2nd down.
It was like Tommy was shot out of a rocket. He got into that backfield so quick, and he was not going to let the quarterback go.
Both men's and women's soccer teams play Saturday at home. Tomorrow, the Lady Buff Brit Care Volleyball Classic tips off. 4 games tomorrow as well as 4 games Saturday. So lots of activity going on here at West Texas A&M. 3rd and 8 for the Mountaineers. Roy back, throws, sideline, deep, overthrown. The defense has made a stop, and you can see out there that they realize they accomplished something on that series.
Yeah, that was Anthony Morgan with tight coverage. He was in the face of the receiver there, the 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. So a good job there. They force a punt. And the Buffs, this is what we said earlier. You're down 38-0. Can you come back and play hard and find that drive and passion and try to make some good things happen?
Zach Grable to boot it away, standing back at his 12. Joseph White to return for the Buffs. He's just inside the 30. Grable gets away. Oh, and we're going to have a flag. The punt was almost blocked. It wasn't. And that's rolling good. Over the
That means that Western Colorado's going to get the ball back.
Yep, Jaden Perkins is going to be guilty of. That was probably a rough and not just a running into.
Here's the replay. Kent, look at this. Yep.
Personal foul.
Yep.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And I'm sure Josh Lynn is pleading that should be running into rather than roughing, but he hit the kicker pretty hard, and he had no body control when he went in.
Yeah, he went flying over a blocker, and so he was met by special teams coach who came out and had a quick comment on what he was supposed to do on that and what he did not do on that.
So now, instead of being pinned inside their own 30, Western Colorado has the ball at their own 42 with a fresh set of downs.
On that play right there, Kent, that's indicative of this game tonight. Some really good things mixed in with some really bad things.
And now the defense is back out on the field again without any break. McCullough takes the ball, is going to hand off to James, tries the right. Nope, McCullough keeps it. He's going to be hit after a gain of 3 out to the 45-yard line. He did a great job of disguising that play.
And you can tell they brought him in early in tonight's game. He is kind of, even though he's bigger, he's kind of their running quarterback there. He's getting some valuable game experience right now. And
these Mountaineers will play Angelo State in Gunnison, Colorado next Saturday for their home opener. McCullough with James in the backfield. Passes out to James at the 45 to the 50, the 45, cuts back to the 40, still on his feet at the 30, the 25, the 24, inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line when he's finally pushed out of bounds.
And you can tack on 15 yards because Lucas Jarnigan is going to be flagged for a late hit against the quarterback, roughing the passer.
And here is our referee, Eric Stern, to tell us about it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 9. Penalties enforced half the distance to the goal line. First down.
And that's the hard thing. It's a challenge when you're playing in a game like this and you're losing by 31 points. You want to go make plays, but you're angry. Yeah. and you can't play too emotional, or those are the kind of plays that end up happening. Jarnigan makes the mistake there, but Western Colorado now inside the 10.
Inside the 10, let's call it the 9. Josiah Roy back in at quarterback. Got Lamont James in the backfield. 3 receivers left, 1 right. 4:48 and counting in the 3rd. Roy, short drop, looking left, throws left, wide open at the 5, going in for the touchdown, Yasir Berry.
And how did he get that open? Nobody close to him until he's diving forward across the goal line for the touchdown. Here's the replay. Let's look at this.
We're not going to be able to see if there's any kind of pick on the near side, but the reality is there's Berry. Yeah. You had 2 defenders guarding 1 player on the hash mark. And Western Colorado's into the end zone again. 4:38 to play in the 3rd. JT Miller on for another point after try. Nolan Magola with the hold. The kick is up. And it's good. 4:38 to play, 3rd quarter. Mountaineers 45, Buffalo 7. We'll take a timeout.
On the field.
Yes, we will. Timeout on the field. You're watching Buffalo's football on the WT Sports Network.
Original, never compromise. Nobody can mess with my copyright. Make it look easy, I don't have to try that.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
Welcome back to Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium. 4:38 to play, 3rd quarter, and not the game that young men like him thought they were going to see, but you make your fun where you can find it.
Yeah.
In this case, we'll throw footballs into shopping carts. The game that really matters, though, Western Colorado just taking the Buffs to town tonight, 45-7.
Yeah, right now the Mountaineers have almost 400 yards of offense, 377, 242 through the air, 135 on the ground. For the Mountaineers, the Buffaloes 270 total yards, with 206 of those being passing yards. You know, Knox Porter's numbers, not bad at all, 17 to 22, 203 yards and a touchdown. Again, in this game, though, the Buffs have turned it over a couple of times, and they've given easy scoring drives to Western Colorado. But really since the first quarter, the defense has really struggled with coverages and getting off blocks. Western Colorado offensively doing a really nice job tonight here in the opener.
Kick's going to go into the end zone again. And the Buffaloes will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25. 4:38 to play, third quarter. Buffs back at it next Thursday night. Earlier start, we're going to be in the Eastern time zone. We're in Allendale, Michigan, taking on 8th-ranked Grand Valley State.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have time to feel sorry for yourself after this one tonight, because Grand Valley, one of the top programs in the country, not only this year, but year in and year out.
And they beat Charleston tonight on the road, 38-10. Lucas and I will be there. You can catch the game on KGNC 710 AM and 95.5 FM. We'll be on the air with our pregame at 5:30 p.m. Central and a 6 p.m. Central kick. Here's a pass out on the near side to Mitchell, which is caught for a short gain of about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Buffaloes.
It's his 5th catch on 8 targets tonight.
Porter back, looking over the middle, throwing sideline to Mitchell, can't quite connect. Out there on the coverage for Western Colorado, Jalen Clark, and he kind of slowed Mitchell down, but not enough to draw a flag.
I just keep looking out there, and number 99, Mikey Smith, nearly every play, you know, he's a big man, 5'11", 280 pounds. He is living in the backfield tonight from that defensive, from that nose tackle position.
Porter has Ciante Kaysen in the backfield. Trace Clark in motion from left to right. 3-step drop. Looks at sideline again, and this time Clarkson cut the pattern off at midfield. The pass went long a fly, and Josh Lynn's complaining that Clarkson was interfered with.
Well, he was thrown out of bounds.
Of course, you and I know by now if the flag's not laying on the field,
yeah,
nothing's going to change.
Yep. You see the wide receivers coach, Blake Crandall, a new wide receivers coach. He's arguing the case now. Coach Lynn says, I'll take over here. I'll go talk to the official, because it looked like he was trying to run down the sideline on the fade route, and all of a sudden
he's out of bounds at the 50.
Yes.
James Ingham on to boot the ball away. Big rush, but Ingham gets rid of it. Ball's going to come down at the 23-yard line, where it's fielded by Easton Peterson, who gets it out across the 35-yard line to see where they're going to spot it. Right at the 35, it appears.
Mentioned the wide receivers coach, Blake Crandall, one of a handful of new coaches this year for the Buffaloes, and he spent the last several years over at UT Permian Basin. Coach Lynn still displeased about that last play, but new coaches, new players, and you have a short amount of time to throw it together and get it ready. And we knew, Kent, that this was going to be a tough opener. We were hoping to see a better outcome here tonight from our Buffaloes.
You wanted to see better execution.
Yes.
Not the mistakes we've seen. There's a fumble. Buffs think they might have it. The Mountaineers fumbled the exchange. And they're going to say that Western Colorado fell on the football. Who's getting up? That's Josiah Roy, the quarterback. So no gain on first down for the Mountaineers. It'll bring up 2nd and we're going to call it 11, as they've marked the ball back at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 11, 3 minutes to play in the third, clock ticking. Roy in the backfield at quarterback. Hands the ball off to Neville, who gets across. Well, he gets to the 35 for a gain of 1. So 3rd down 10 for the Mountaineers. Opportunity for the Buffs to get off the field defensively.
Good job by the defensive ends, you'd say, and also Herschel Craig III made that run just a short one. So 3rd down and long coming up. You have to be impressed with Josiah Roy tonight. He's done a good job operating this Mountaineers offense.
He's awaiting the snap. 3rd and 11, drops back, throws one up deep, got a man open, he's got him at the 24. 10-5 touchdown, Western Colorado. Caden Messner. We've called his name before tonight.
Yeah, just way too many long pass plays where Mountaineers wide receivers are simply running right by the Buffalo's coverage.
Roy's throwing it into open territory, and the Mountaineers receivers are reacting to the football, getting there, and the WT defensive backs, unfortunately, are in chase mode.
We cannot get out of this 3rd quarter. It is still 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
We're going to know JT Miller on a personal basis by the time this one's over. He's on for the point after try, out of the hold of Nolan McCullough. Snaps good, kicks up. It's good. 2:06 to play. Still the 3rd quarter. Western Colorado 52, West Texas A&M 7. You're watching and listening to Buffalo's football on the WT Sports Network. You. Welcome back to Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium. Buffs trailing 52-7. Bryce, you've seen these Western New Mexico receivers running wild all game.
Western Colorado.
Western Colorado, my bad.
Wherever they're from, they have been running wild all game. And again, it's our secondary. You know, we had a lot of high hopes coming into this one with the retooled secondary a little bit. And so far, it looks like just the communication, there's a breakdown in communication because it's, yes, we're getting beat on a couple of plays, but it's because either somebody is moving up while they're not making the adjustments on the play calls that are being sent in. And so, again, those are things that will be worked through, and it just hurts so bad here in game 1 when you see a receiver go flying by your secondary.
That's a good point, Bryce, because we know these guys are athletic. We know Cam Manahan's a good corner, and Miles is a great safety back there, but they are just mixed up tonight, and Western Colorado is taking advantage with big pass plays.
1st and 10 for the Buffs from their own 25. Porter to pass, looking for Clarkson, couldn't hold on. Ball was a little high and behind. Clarkson went up, but right when he got his hands on the football, he was also rung up by
Donnell Colbert,
who came from a corner position to apply the blow. It's going to bring 2nd and 10 for the Buffaloes. Just a little over 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter.
As this game goes on, you can see the culture of Western Colorado football camp. I mean, it's tough. Like even the corners, these guys on the back end.
But they play clean. It's not dirty tough. It's clean, but let's hit hard.
Yep.
Here's Simmons up the middle, gets 5 yards out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Torrey runs really hard. That's a good play there, and a much better job by the Buffs offensive line to get a little bit of a surge. 3rd down and what, Ken, about 6? Need to pick this up.
Yeah, they've marked it back at the 29. He needs to get out to the 35. Simmons in the backfield along with Porter. Twins left and right. Approaching 1:30 to play in the 3rd. Porter, short drop, now flushed out right. Scrambles, cuts back, throws over the middle, complete at the 45 to midfield. That ball to Langston Anderson, senior from DeSoto, Texas. Anderson is
goes 8, Kent.
Yeah.
Joe
White.
Yeah.
Okay. I had Anderson down as 8 as well. It's Joe White tonight. Yes, sir. Porter back, looks left, throws left. Oof. Off the hands of Anderson. He winged that one out there hard because he was going down if he didn't get rid of the football, that being Knox Porter.
I like the fact that we're seeing Knox be able to make good throws even under duress. Yeah. Go ahead, Bryce.
I was just going to say, that's really one of the first times he's looked left tonight. He's primarily been focusing up the middle and to the right. And so he's trying to mix it up a little bit. That time he did look left, but you're right. I was watching, and that came, I don't know, 97, 98 miles an hour, I think.
Well, he was under duress again.
He's ready for postseason baseball.
Trips left. Single receiver, J.B. Mitchell to the right side. Torrey Simmons in the backfield with Porter. Knox, three-step drop, looking to the right, complete. It's going to be J.B. Mitchell inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Move the sticks for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, another good strike, and I'm going to say it again. I'm trying really hard to find these positives right now with the score the way it is. Knox Porter is now 20 of 29, 227 yards and a touchdown, and he's throwing the ball well, especially when he gets time getting the ball down the field.
Porter, oh, now he's under duress. He's going to tuck it to the 40, the 35, cuts back into the 33-yard line.
The galloping ghost there.
Picks up 5 yards, maybe 6 when he had none. Kind of went down on that left shoulder and pops right back up, but you hate to see your quarterback landing on his side like that.
Yeah, he's just having to take off too often.
2nd and 6 for the Buffs from the Western Colorado 33. Simmons in the backfield. Twins left and right. Porter looks right, throws to Simmons coming out of the backfield across the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Going to be a little short of a first down. That'll bring up 3rd down and a short one.
And this is where the Buffs have struggled, short yardage situations. I mean, what is that right play? Kevin Blau trying to dial it up and figure it out. And that will end the 3rd quarter.
52-7 our score. Western Colorado on top of West Texas A&M.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Timeout on the field.
Thank you, Eric Stern. We've got 15 more minutes of football to go, and you're watching and listening to Buffalo Football on the WT Sports Network. Start the 4th quarter of action. Heading into this 4th quarter, Western Colorado 442 yards of total offense, WT at 320. The Buffs actually have more snaps than what the Mountaineers do. 57 snaps for the Buffaloes, 45 for the Mountaineers, but the Mountaineers 4 of 4 converting in the red zone. The Buffs 0 of 2. The Buffs with 2 fumbles that they've turned over. And what doesn't show up are the penalties at inopportune times.
Yeah, I'm looking down at offensively, Kent, and the stat that stands out is our leading rusher tonight is Knox Porter with 31 rushing yards.
And he's going to rush again up the middle, nears the 25-yard line, has enough for a first down.
Now, Knox can run. Now, he's a tough kid, and he's got some speed.
Yeah,
he probably did a lot of that at Salina,
yep.
but you don't want him to get hurt.
You're going to get hit at this level. This isn't high school football, but Knox is a competitor. He comes back for more. Throws out left side. It's going to be complete. This is Joseph White. Little, if any, yardage.
That's a really good tackle on the outside. Western Colorado.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Twins left and right. Ciante Kaysen in the backfield with Porter. Knox takes the snap, Drops back, looking over the middle. Now he's flushed out. Rolls left under heavy duress, throws it, underthrown. Intended on that. Play for Isaiah Orlandi, but it was underthrown, and again, Knox Porter was kind of running not to be tackled.
Number 32, Xavier Johnson, who made the tackle on the previous play, and he's doing a good job of his tight coverage on the outside from that corner spot.
14 minutes, 6 seconds to play, fourth quarter. 3rd and 10 for the Buffaloes, empty backfield. Porter back there all by himself. Trips right, twins left. Porter looking right. Quick pass, Trace Clarkson has it and has the yardage for the first down.
Trace got popped at the end of that one.
Kind of running gingerly as he comes off the field.
You know, you guys are looking for the positives.
Officials timeout, injury on the defense.
And just real quick, I'll just say, the Buffs have been able to do this offensively. They get down inside the 20, and inside the red zone. It's when they're inside the red zone.
Yes.
Converting has been the problem.
And we said that Trace Clarkson got popped. He came off the field looking a little shaken, but the defender that dealt the blow is down on the field right now.
The other thing, when Knox Porter scrambled the last time, he got ran over into the Buff sideline. As you may have noticed when he walked back, he was trying to loosen up his arm a little bit, his left arm, not his right arm, but his left arm.
And that was the shoulder that he fell on earlier in this drive on the scramble.
Right.
He got up kind of limbering that left shoulder up then as well. So
good to see Caden Campazano get up and walk off toward his sideline, so hopefully he's okay. Number 28, the sophomore from Upland, California.
1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. Ball spotted at the Western Colorado 12. Hey, back in the red zone again.
Looking for some more points here. Still 13:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Now they'll wind the clock.
Porter in an empty backfield, trips right, twins left. Snap from Hunter Maston. Porter throws right, it's complete and dropped. That ball was in the hands of the Buffaloes receiver, Jaden Macedo. He had the ball, and then I think he heard footsteps. Is that 13?
It was Fluellen.
Oh, 17. That's Rohan Fluellen.
And you're right, he was going over the middle that time, thought he heard somebody from behind, or he did hear somebody from behind, and just forgot to keep a hold of the football.
So 2nd and 10 from the 12.
Clarkson's back on the field, so that's good for the Buffs.
Torrey Simmons in the backfield. Porter back, looks right, rolls right, has room in front of him. Instead, throws back across the field, incomplete.
Yeah, he saw J.B. Mitchell and kind of signaled, hey, J.B., go back this way. It was close, but maybe a little hot and a little high.
And here we've been saying you don't want to see your quarterback running all the time, but he had some real estate ahead of him. May not have gotten the goal line, but was going to be inside the 5.
Yeah, I know a point of emphasis, Kent, this next week before he traveled to Michigan. Red zone offense, inside the 10, even inside the 5-yard line. You know, being more effective.
Execute.
Yes.
Finish. 3rd and 10 from the 12. Low snap. Porter picks it up. Has some time. Now gets rid of it to Simmons at the 10, to the 5, inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. He's close to the sticks. Let's see where they spot it.
He got it.
They're going to say first down. You bet, Bryce.
He made that extra effort to get there.
That was determination there from Torrey Simmons.
1st and goal for the Buffs from the 2. Simmons in the backfield. Porter hands off to Simmons, dives forward, gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Bryce, looking at Knox Porter, is he hurting or is he just disgusted at the play?
I think that time he was disgusted at the play. He still is shaking that left shoulder a little bit if you watch, especially when he gets rid of the ball.
Porter takes it, gonna keep it, dives forward, gets down to about the 1-yard line, maybe just inside. It's gonna bring up 3rd down and goal. Ball spotted at the 1. Simmons in the backfield with Porter. 2 tight ends. Simmons takes it, touchdown Buffaloes, goes off left tackle and had a hole.
And that's a huge win for the Buffs offensive line. I know they are still down by a lot of points, but they have not been able to do what they just did right there all night long. Western Colorado knows what you want to do. You're 2 yards away from the end zone, and the Buffs offensive line was able to make the surge that they needed to get the Buffs into the end zone.
Drew Cox on for the point after. Out of the hold of James Ingham. Abraham Hernandez snap is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 12:07 to play, 4th quarter. Western Colorado 52, West Texas A&M 14. We'll take a timeout. This is the WT Sports Network.
Fuel your game day with Raising Cane's.
The Buffs and their fans are some of the most dedicated in football.
It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, every crispy crinkle-cut fry, every slice of buttery Texas toast. And you'll taste it with every dip into our legendary cane sauce. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
Go Buffs!
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Official corporate partner of WT Athletics.
Welcome back to Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium. The Buffaloes did what they haven't been able to do all game, and that's punch it in from inside the 5. But Lucas, that was a nice drive.
Torrey Simmons able to get it in from 1 yard out, and they had to show some toughness and some resolve on that drive there. Bryce, are you seeing a little bit better?
I just Knox Porter just came by me.
Okay.
And he winked and gave me a smile. He's okay.
All right.
He's good. He's just a little worn out, but other than that, he's okay.
That's good news there. And again, for West Texas A&M, right now, Kent, you got 12:07 to play, and this is where coaches still, you're going to look at this film, they're going to look back and hopefully see in the maroon uniform some guys that are continuing to play hard and continue to try to learn from your mistakes and get just a little bit better, again, because next week you got a quick turnaround, another Thursday night game, and it'll be at Grand Valley State.
Just so you know, I'm standing right next to about a 6'5" defensive end, and that is Josh's son for high school football. He is ready to play tomorrow night, and so they got a game tomorrow night just up the road a bit.
Yeah, Josh's son has gained a lot of length over the past 12 months. He is growing up quick. Tom Brown, I don't know if you're listening, but 6'5", and the guy's still in high school. I bet he can play the hoops as well.
Yeah, I'd pick him first in my basketball team.
Well, if you're choosing between him, myself, or Lucas, that would be the smart move. 12:07 to play, 4th quarter. Western Colorado comfortably on top, 52-14. The Buffaloes looking to kick off. Western Colorado has the hands team out there. I don't know at this juncture if you risk that or if you just try and play it straight up and build on something for next week.
And Mountaineers are not taking any chances.
Drew Cox puts his foot in it, and he sends it downfield, and it's going to go into the end zone and out of the end zone. Western Colorado takes over 1st and 10 from their own 25.
And that's one where you almost thought with everybody up, just pooch that thing up in the air short.
Hey, you guys want to know, too, a little bit, the nice thing after that drive and the Buffaloes get in the end zone is you can tell there's a little bit lighter atmosphere here on the sideline. And so, again, they understand the score, they understand what's happening. But at the same time, when you have a good, successful drive, it seems to pick everything up.
Well, now let's see if the defense can make a stop. Nolan McCullough back out there at quarterback. I believe it's 16. Or is that 14? That's 14. That's going to be Cole Carr. Hands off to Schuberth, who tries the right side. Gabe Schuberth picks up 6 tough yards there. And
that's exactly how he picks it up, Kent. He is a tough runner. Every time 34 touches the ball, I'm looking for something big to happen.
At quarterback now, Cole Kerr. He's a 6'1", 185-pound junior from Wildona, Colorado. So Mountaineers brought 3 quarterbacks with them, and they're all seeing action here tonight. High snap. Kerr keeps it. He's going to keep it himself. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and then some. May have got out. Well, he did get out near the first down marker, but he's going to be about a yard short of the 35. They're going to mark it at the 34.
Yeah, Campbell Packabush coming down and closing that one off. But third and short, Western Colorado going to rely on that big offensive line.
Clock running as we approach the 11-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Just remember, youngsters, still a school day tomorrow. Lucas, it's a work day for you.
Yes, it is.
Kerr in an empty backfield takes the snap, gets the first down out to the 44.
Easy. Yeah, that was an easy 4, almost 5 yards there.
And that Western Colorado line just bowled their way forward.
Yeah, that's what they're built on. I mean, they're built on toughness and running. I know they've had a lot of big pass plays tonight with coverage breakdowns, but it's their ability to run the football that has caused WT to have to come up, and that's opened up the pass game as well. So it's a strong offensive start here for Western Colorado.
Kerr in the shotgun, has a back in the backfield. It's Schubarth, takes it, tries the left side, breaks one tackle, gets to the corner, but can't turn the corner.
That was a nasty stiff arm there against the defender by Schubarth.
He looks like a fullback.
He does.
Runs like it. Western Colorado picked second in the RMAC preseason poll, second to CSU Pueblo. Both teams made the playoffs a year ago. Third in the RMAC poll was Colorado Mines.
And that's a team that not too long ago won it all. They won a national championship.
Yeah, the RMAC, the upper end of the RMAC has become very good over the last 3 or 4 years. But strength of schedule is still an issue because the bottom end of the conference is not too strong. Our good friend Levi Gallus starting his season tonight at Adams State. Kerr is just going to throw that out of bounds as a strong rush by the Buffaloes forced Kerr to throw the ball away.
Yeah, good rush by the Buffs. Coach Lynn looking at him, he felt like there should have been a holding call against one of the defensive linemen coming through there. So third and long, and when the Buffs have struggled with third and long, as Bryce said earlier, it's been the miscommunication and the breakdowns. If they can get one here and get off the field.
3rd and 8 from the Western Colorado 39. The ball goes to Schubarth. He bulls forward to about the 45. That's going to be 3 yards short of the yardage needed for a first down. Let's see what Jazz Baines is going to do. He's sending out the punting unit.
Yeah, 8:50 to play in the ball game, and
up by 38.
Yeah, go ahead and punt that thing away and see if the Buffs can get a decent return. And send Joe White back to return this punt.
Also, Coach Bain doing the same thing too. They're getting 2nd and 13 guys in there as well, so getting them some game reps.
Yeah, something to keep in mind at the D2 level, you generally only travel 65.
Right.
So it's not like you can go real deep into your roster.
Right, right. So you want to make sure everybody that made this trip.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Gets a taste of the success.
Oh, yeah. It pays off. Well, that's what he did with Josiah Roy a year ago, and you see what he did at quarterback tonight.
Right.
Zach Grable on to boot the ball away, standing back at his own 24-yard line. Joseph White stands at his own 20 to receive the punt. After this boot, we'll run through other scores from around the Lone Star Conference. Grable with minimal rush gets an end-over-end down that White takes at the 19, hit immediately, dives forward to about the 23-yard line. Buffs will take over 1st and 10 with 8:04 to play in the fourth quarter. Up in Las Vegas, New Mexico, Eastern New Mexico and New Mexico Highlands tied at 28 as they're just
Officials timeout. Injury on the offense.
28-28, New Mexico Highlands and Eastern New Mexico. They're just starting the fourth quarter. They're at the half. Fort Hays State visiting Angelo State. They are tied 7-7 at the half. And looking for a score from Alamosa. Western New Mexico on top of Adams State, 45-28 in the third quarter. That's a Mustangs team that a year ago didn't have too much trouble scoring points, but they couldn't stop teams.
Right.
They had an outstanding quarterback and receiver, both transferred, but the Mustangs still able to put points on the board. And as we mentioned earlier, next week's opponent, Grand Valley State, defeats Charleston tonight, 38-10 on the road. Here our score, 52-14. Western Colorado on top. Knox Porter at quarterback, hands off to Torrey Simmons, gets across the line of scrimmage, out to about the 27-yard line where he's brought down after a gain of 5.
Yeah, Torrey's getting a lot of the carries here late in this game and got the touchdown for the Buffs. He's running hard. Again, this is a new position for him, playing running back, at least collegiately, for the first time.
Porter and Simmons in the backfield, twins left and right. Porter drops back, can't find anyone. Now he's running for his life, needs to get rid of the football. He's going to keep it. Stays inbound across the 30 to the 32.
He's such a competitor, Kent. I mean, you know, I know they want him to probably go out of bounds.
Save yourself at this point.
But you can tell it's hard. He's like,
yeah.
no, I want to make a play happen. The competitor in him he's upset because of the
injury
score right
timeout. Defensive player.
It'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Buffaloes, and interested in seeing what Knox's rushing totals are to this point.
And really, this is not an injury. It's a shoe that came off. And that's what Josh Lynn was saying. It's a shoe.
Yeah, you don't get a timeout for a shoe.
Yeah.
Remember that, Lucas. No timeouts for shoes.
Oh, man.
All right, back to action. Buffs, 3rd and 1 from their own 32-yard line. Inside of 7.5 to play in this game. Porter's going to hand it off to Simmons. He's close. And I think he may have just got it. Let's see. They're going to mark it at the 33.
The near side official is saying first down.
Move those sticks, Bryce. First down, Buffaloes. They're going to say 4th down.
Oh, wow.
4th and less than no. Now they're moving the sticks. Let's get this sorted out, guys. Come on.
Result of the play was a first down.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that
the sticks didn't move,
right.
And when the sticks didn't move, the scoreboard operator reverted from 1st down to 4th down, and they confused this broadcast. I'm easily confused. There's a whistle for you. Porter over the middle to Clarkson, complete at the 45 to midfield, down to Western Colorado territory. Trace Clarkson to the 47.
He's done a great job of getting open all night long, and you know, he had that one drop at the beginning of the game, and since then Trace Clarkson has been outstanding as he now has 10 catches, close to 140
Porter
yards.
looking over the middle, going deep, looking for Mitchell in the end zone. Touchdown Buffaloes. Is he inbounds? Yes.
Nice.
What a catch, J.B. Mitchell. What a catch. What a throw by Knox Porter.
Yeah, Mitchell never stopped running. He was kind of being hand fought there by the defensive back, but he just kept going, and that's a great concentration play there by J.B. Mitchell to haul that in. This is good to see what we're seeing here late in the game, Kent, even in a game that's out of hand, is the Buffs continue to fight and put some points up on the board.
That throw is right
Yeah,
there.
it was.
2 feet down, touchdown Buffaloes. Drew Cox on out of the hold of James Ingham. His kick is up, and it's good. Well, 5:59 to play, 52 for Western Colorado, 21 for West Texas A&M. We're going to take a timeout. This is the WT Sports Network.
Hey, play for an ultra?
We playing for ultras?
Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Well, the Buffs score, but let's see some big hits. Sponsored by Marble Depot. Porter completes a pass, but watch this. Oh. The lumber being laid. Yeah, we show both sides of the football. That was Cade Musser that came in.
Oh, that's Lucas Jarnigan.
Lucas Jarnigan, yeah. All right, back to action.
Well, you think the Mountaineers are thinking Buffs are going onside? They're up.
Well, they did it before. They got the one guy deep. Back all by his lonesome. That's Lamonte James. It's been working out, just going ahead and kicking it deep, and that's what Alan Anaya does. The ball bounces at the goal line, goes out of the end zone.
Yeah, right now for West Texas A&M, Knox Porter, 26 completions, 38 attempts, 335 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
If you told me that, I'd say this is quite the ball game.
Yes, quarterback, good numbers there. Receiving-wise, Trace Clarkson, 9 catches, 147. J.B. Mitchell, 7 catches, 104 yards and a touchdown. Simmons has 4 catches, so some good things with the Buffs offense, but it's been too little too late in this one with the Mountaineers up 52-21.
Cole Carr hands the ball off again. This time it's Isaiah Jones gets around that left end. He ran into the line of scrimmage, was met by a horde of bodies, so he bounced out around left side, takes off, and picks up a first down.
I think offensive coordinator Joe McClain has plenty of options at running back, I would say, Kent.
Yeah, they have shown to be very creative, as well as very solid. And I think Western Colorado once again is laying claim to being one of the, if not the top team in the RMAC. Now CSU Pueblo is going to have something to say about that. Those two teams meet. Actually, Western's final 2 games of the year are against Mines and Pueblo.
Oh, wow.
And that's the way it was last year as well. Here's Kerr up the middle. Picks up about 8 yards to midfield.
Yeah, we remember last year how good Central Washington was. We were there in Ellensburg. And that's the same team that these Mountaineers went to their place
in the playoffs
and won in the playoffs. But that's the expectation that this program has right now. Where they're at is go win a conference championship, get to the playoffs, win playoff games. And they're proven that they're a tough team, and they're just rebuilding.
And their season came to an end in the playoffs to UT Permian Basin.
But it was close.
At home in Gunnison. It was 15-15 after regulation, and Cannon Gibson led the Falcons to a overtime score, and that was the ball game and the season for the Mountaineers. Gibson ends up transferring from UTPB, goes to Abilene Christian, and from everything we've heard, he's hung it up and decided he's had enough of football.
Yeah, he was competing there in the fall camp and decided to step away, but had a great career, obviously here at West Texas A&M and then for UT Permian Basin.
Inside of 4 minutes to play, 52-21 our score. Western Colorado on top. With the football, 1st and 10 from the Buffs 44. Kerr hands it off to James, bounces outside, gets across the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. Well, they're going to mark him down at the 39. Knee went down, then he stretched. Isaiah James tonight, 7 carries for 31 yards, long of 9. You know, as I look at Western Colorado's rushing totals, what I'm seeing is not a lot of yards lost rushing.
Yeah.
Here's James again, up the middle. maybe a yard.
Yeah, Hayden Jansky gets in
To
there.
the 38.
Does a good job. Cam Raymond, the linebacker, as well to clean it up.
Jansky in on 15 tackles a year ago.
He's got a high motor, plays with a lot of energy.
6'3", 275 pounds from Magnolia, Texas. Buffs have a lot of Texans on the roster this year. Some years they have. Last year it wasn't so much.
Yeah.
But they've gone back homegrown this year. Kerr's going to take it. Looks like he might pitch. Doesn't. And gets stopped short of the yardage needed for a first down. It was 3rd and 4. He picked up 1. It's going to be 4th and 3. And I think we may see Jazz Baines go for it here under the assumption that if they don't make it, there's not much time left. We got the 2-minute timeout coming up right now.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
So says Eric Stern. We'll take the timeout with them. Our score, Western Colorado 52, West Texas A&M 21. You're listening and watching the WT Sports Network.
Is Whataburger's Bacon Wrangler the most Texas burger ever? Well, it's got beef that's always hot off the grill, crispy onion strings, bluebonnets, football, Monterey Jack and American cheese, rodeos, chipotle aioli, big open roads, stars at night, pickles, honky-tonks, and bacon with a pinch of yeehaw. Yeehaw! It's so dang good we made it 3 ways, Texas-sized, juniorized, and chickenized. It's the Texiest Texas thing ever to Texas. What a burger.
Welcome back to Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium in Canyon, Texas. West Texas A&M's home opener, the season opener for both they and the Western Colorado Mountaineers. And this one has been predominantly all Western Colorado as they lead 52-21 at the 2-minute timeout in the second half. The Buffs have rallied for 21 fourth quarter points. But other than that, it's been all Western Colorado tonight as they are now faced with 4th and 3 from the West Texas 38-yard line. Scoreboard has 1st and 10, but it's 4th and 3. Have some consultation down on the field between Eric Stern and the back judge. Now we're ready to go. Cole Kerr at quarterback, gives it to, nope, keeps it himself. Hit, spins free, gets the first down. Cole Kerr took numerous hits, kept his momentum going forward, gets the first down at the 30-yard line, and Western Colorado can run out the clock as it's currently stopped to move the sticks with 1:52 to play in the ball game. Well, the Buffs had him in the backfield, couldn't contain him, and as a result, the Buffs will not be getting the ball back tonight. Mountaineers come up in victory formation. Kerr takes the snap, steps back once, kneels down. He'll do that a couple more times. Buffaloes have 3 timeouts, but I don't know that we'll see them use them in this circumstance. Mountaineers return home next week to host Lone Star Conference member Angelo State. The Rams opening their season tonight, and they trail Fort Hays State in the third quarter, 14-7. The Buffs make the trip, the long trip to Allendale, Michigan next Thursday night, where they'll take on 8th-ranked at least in this week's poll, Grand Valley State, the Lakers defeating Charleston 38-10 in South Carolina tonight. Third down. The Mountaineers take the knee one final time, and that'll do it. 23 seconds on the clock, but the clock will tick away. And Western Colorado opens their 2026 season with a resounding road victory, winning 52-21 over West Texas A&M, and in doing so has earned their 4th consecutive victory in this series. Our final score, Western Colorado 52.
That's the end of the game.
West Texas A&M 21. We'll take a timeout, have our post-game wrap. This is the WT Sports Network.
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Banker's hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
We're blitzing up the competition with hard-hitting deals this season at Tri-State Ford. Take advantage of 0% APR, 0 money down, and no payments for 90 days. Kick off your season in a new ride from Tri-State Ford. When it comes to customer service, we're undefeated. So come see us at 1900 East Interstate 40 or online at tri-stateford.com. Tri-State Ford. We are a proud member of the Auto Inc. family of dealerships.
Welcome back to Bain Schaefer Buffalo Stadium. Let's go down on the field. Lucas, you've got Coach Lynn.
All right, thanks, Kent, here with head coach Josh Lynn. Coach, final score tonight 52-21, and I know there's a lot of emotions after this opener, but trying to look back on this one tonight, what were some things that did not go our way?
We fell apart in the second quarter. I mean, we had 2 turnovers, gave 2 short fields. I mean, our special teams game, we got a field goal blocked. I mean, our special teams game wasn't where it needed to be. And then that's a good football team. You can't make those mistakes. And then we just, that's some big plays there in the third, and it just all kind of multiplied. And we just didn't play well. They played great, so give them the credit.
You saw the offense continue to fight, score those points in the second half. Knox Porter, 335 passing yards, a couple touchdowns, no picks. Talk about his performance and the good things you saw from the offense.
Hey, here's the deal. We got a lot of new faces on this football field. Yep. And anyways, some of our youth showed up tonight, but we're going to get that fixed, and we got a good football team. We just got to keep grinding here. Most notably, Knox Porter.
Yes. Hey, message to your team as you go in. It's a quick turnaround. You go at Grand Valley State, so it doesn't get any easier next week.
It does not, and I mean that's good. That's where we want it. So back to work, and we'll be ready to go out to Michigan next week.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, Kent, Bryce, back upstairs to you guys.
All right.